this is the quick Q&A with Claire for Tuesday, October 13th. Welcome. For those of you who maybe have never been on one of these calls before, thrilled to be sharing some time with you today. If you are an old hat user of these calls, just a reminder, if you have any questions at any point during this webinar, you can type it into the bottom left side of your screen into the chat window. Otherwise, if you're watching this in advance or after the fact through our All-Star Cheer Sites YouTube channel, if you have any questions about anything that we go over today, you can contact our help department at support@allstarcheersites.com. Reference this webinar and ask any questions that you have. We're happy to help however we can. This week, one of the things that we've really seen a lot of questions on is how to update and add events within your website. So with that, we will go to the event system that's found on the dashboard in your website. So give me just a second. I'll set up my screen share here. Here we go. Share screen. And let me get there. Okay, so obviously my dashboard is going to look a little different than yours since I've got a little more access, but everyone should have access to events. If we click on events, we're going to see all events. I've already set up a couple here, so that's that. One quick word before we move forward. Many of you have an events section for special events that you do within your program, be it maybe the Totally Bodacious Halloween party that hopefully you're throwing in the next week or two here. Maybe it's a parents' night out event, anything like that where even prospects, people from outside your program are welcome. That's fantastic. Many of you, however, are already taking advantage of our members area with your All-Star Cheer Sites website. If that's the case, you probably also have a monthly calendar, which is where you can put your schedule, and a competition calendar, which is where you can put your competition schedule. If that's the case, you're going to want to do 3 different calendars. One for your upcoming events, which would be on the prospecting side, one for your monthly calendar, which is on the membership side, and one for your competition calendar, which is also on the membership side. To set up 3 different calendars, you're going to go to Calendar Feeds. Oh, pardon me, you're going to go to Organize. Click the wrong one. Okay, right now we currently have a competition schedule and a monthly calendar. Again, both of these would be for the members area. But let's say you want an upcoming events calendar on your site as well. So we'll just type it in here, upcoming events. It'll create a slug for you. Parent is none. We can pick a category color. I think we did kind of a purple for monthly calendar, an orange competition schedule. Let's make this one a green. Okay. We can add images if we want. We can protect this category, but if we're going to put it up on the prospecting side, probably don't want to protect it. And we'll add new category. And there it is. This is especially helpful if you happen to have all 3 calendars running at once. You don't have it separated out. That way everybody can see different things. When that would happen is, and I'll show you in a moment, it is possible to subscribe to these calendars. So if one of your parents wants to add all of these links to their Google Calendar, to their iCal, whatever, they can subscribe to it. It'll automatically set up those colors for them as default, and that way they can see the difference. So once we've set up our different categories, again, that's through the Organize option under Events, we're going to go to All Events or Add New. Okay, so let's say that you are going to run a Totally Bodacious Halloween party. So we'll put the title here. Okay, we're going to put in the event date and time. Okay, it's not going to be an all-day event. We're going to say it's going to be this Saturday. Let's real quick change our time zone. Just looking for US time zones here. Europe, Australia, Atlantic. Here we go. Here's US. So I'm in Eastern time zone. I'm going to pick New York. Okay. New York time zone. Let's say our party starts at 4 and goes until 7. Okay. We can have it repeat if we wanted. Obviously, this one probably won't repeat. We can edit our event location details. We can type in a venue name. So let's say that this is going to be held at the Olenek Cheer Gym. And I'll just put in an address nearby. 818 East State Street. And we'll do Sheboygan. That's fine. No. Or Rockford. That's fine too. You can also show map. That way it's there. You can put in an event cost and tickets if you'd like. Costs, if you have a tickets URL already set up, maybe you asked our team to set up a form for you where people can pay online. You can put in that URL there. You can put in a cost. Let's say it's $15 per participant. Okay. You can also put in your contact information, phone number, email, website. And now we're going to put it on the upcoming events category. We'll publish it. And now we're going to view the event. And this is what it'll look like. Here's the information. When is it being held? Here's my map. Here's where cost participant. We can go back to the main calendar and view all events, or again, we can subscribe it to our own calendar. Add to Google+, add to Outlook, add to Apple, whatever. We go back to calendar, it's going to take us to every event coming up. So competition, even though this is part of the competitions calendar. If you just wanted to see a specific calendar, you could do it here, okay? You can also see tags here. So for example, let's go back, create a new event. We can do that just by going to new event. And this time, let's say that we're going to add one to the competition schedule. So now we're going to add, let's say there's going to be a Northern Michigan competition. Okay. It's going to be an all-day event because we don't have times yet. Let's say it's going to be November 14th. Again, we're going to make sure that our time zone is correct. There we go. New York. It's not going to repeat. We can put in our location details, etc., etc. This time, however, let's say that we want to make sure that it is only going to be for the people actually going to the Northern Michigan competition. So we're going to say Junior 3. Okay. And Mini 1 and Youth 2. Those are our tags. That way we can say these are specifically the teams that need the information. We're going to click on top competition schedule because that's where it's going to live. We're going to publish. And now we can view events again. So this is going to take us to the Northern Michigan competition. It's part of the competition calendar. Here are our different tags. Now, let's say that I'm a parent of a child who is in Youth 2. I'm going to click on the Youth 2 tag, and I'm going to get to see all of the tags. So my child has to be part of the Fancy Feet as well as the Northern Michigan competition. Okay. Now, what's really cool is I can subscribe to the filtered calendar. So just the Youth 2 calendar. I can put it on my Google Calendar. All right. Let's say that I wanted to see the monthly calendar. Nothing coming up. Okay. But I could subscribe just to the monthly calendar for Youth 2. Really cool stuff here, right? So this is why adding this calendar to your site, either through the members area or through the main prospecting site, is a great idea. Now, you did see that it is possible to restrict access to the calendars. So somebody may see, one of your prospects may see monthly calendar and competition schedule, but unless they're added as a subscriber on the website, they're not going to see it. So they could click on it, but it wouldn't be there. Now, the next question that we get is, okay, I love this. How do I make sure I'm adding the right category to my menu? Great question. Go to Appearance and Menus. Everyone should have access to this at this point, okay? And you're always going to look for primary navigation for adding it to the main site, okay? Now, instead of adding a page, we're going to scroll down to Categories. Hang on. Okay, for some reason it's not, it doesn't have the option here, but it would say Event Categories, and then you can just choose the correct one. The other option is, if you wanted to add all calendars, or you didn't already have it set up, is by using the events system, you're automatically going to have a calendar page, and it's going to feed in the entire calendar there. So you just add to menu, save menu, and then if we go back to the site, we're going to see calendar. We click on it, going to see all the upcoming information. Okay. Again, we can separate it out by category or by tags. This is a great way to put your team names even. And then you're good to go. So that is how we set up the calendar, set up tags, set up categories, and add events. So go ahead and end the screen sharing now. That is all she wrote. If you've got any questions, I know I'm on a bit of a lag here, but if you've got any questions, you can pop them into the chat window. Otherwise, if you're watching this again later, you can reach out to the team and we'll be able to answer any questions that you have. Okay, so one question that we did, someone knew that we were going to do this, so they sent in a question in advance, is what's really the point of having a separate members area calendar as opposed to a general calendar, specifically when it comes to your monthly calendar, your schedule, what classes meet at what time. The big thing there is you want to make sure that people don't say no to you before they meet you. For example, my husband and I are very busy. We have a young son. We're active in our community. And I know for a fact that if I were to take Ava to sign up for, a toddler tumbling class, Wednesdays don't work for us at all, ever, period. No Wednesdays. So if I'm searching for tumbling programs in my area, I see a calendar and the only option is Wednesday, I'm not even going to contact them. I have no interest because I know I can't do Wednesday. However, if I come across a program, doesn't have their information, but everything's laid out really smartly, they've got great extra events that we could test out, I see pictures of smiling, happy kids, I'm going to call them, whether or not, the schedule is there. Then once I come in, if they've got a great welcome, they take me on a tour, they interact with me and my son, that's a place that I'm interested in. And even if their only option is Wednesdays and Wednesdays don't work, if I see that the place works for us, schedules can always be manipulated. So that's why it's really important to have, an events calendar for the main website. That's great. Anything that outside people can come and meet you, any way you can get new people into your building, fantastic. But putting your actual schedule is best for the members area. Those are the people that really need to see it. If they're not a member, they don't need to know when you're meeting. So that's just our 2 cents, part of our philosophy here at All Star Cheer Sites. Since I know your time is valuable and we don't have any other questions here today, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Again, if you've got any questions about this quick Q&A or any of the other quick Q&As, please reach out to our team at support@allstarcheersites.com, or you can find me on Facebook, and I do respond to any questions that pop up there. Happy to help however we can. Again, if this is your first quick Q&A with Claire, please do check out the All Star Cheer Sites YouTube channel. All past calls will be stored there on that channel, and we invite you to take a look back and see the great things that we continue to be able to do here at All Star Cheer Sites. For everybody on our team, I really appreciate you taking time out today to work with me, and I look forward to sharing time with you again next week. Oh, and if you're going to be in St. Louis this week for the VIP workshop for our current clients, I can't wait to meet you. This will be the first one that I get to go to since our son is now a year old. Um, really excited to share time with you then, and looking forward to meeting as many of you as I can. Take care, folks. I look forward to speaking with you next week. Bye-bye.